Why do so many rock stars die at the age of 27 years old? Me, being a very serious private investigator, got instantly curious about the answer to that question and decided to do some research at Lollapalooza. I went there in a dark, foggy, and rainy night. In the festival, they had many tents for foods and drinks, and some other tents with several activities in each. One of them I thought could help me in my research. It was the hypnosis tent. I entered the hypnosis tent, and no other than Steven Tyler, the singer from Aerosmith, greeted me, and he told me that he was the main hypnotist on that tent. I told him about my question about the age of rock stars, and he said that it would be good to search for the answer of that question in the realm of the dreams. So he started to sing to me, "Dream on, dream on, dream on until your dream come true." I, being a very serious person, thought that was very weird. But I kept listening. He increased his pitch, and the musical notes were getting higher as he repeated that sentence. And it made me wonder why rock stars always elevate their notes when they want to emphasize something. Then he gave me a red hot chili pepper. I ate the pepper, and then I started dreaming. When I woke up, in my dream, I was in a dark room, and Jerry Lee Lewis, the famous piano rock star, was in front of me. He said to me, "Are you okay?" I said I was okay, and I had a question to ask him. But before he could listen, a noise came from the other side of the room. We saw a dragon approaching us. Then Jerry Lee Lewis said, "I know what to do." And then he started to sing, "You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain." And then great balls of fire start to get out of his fingers and go into the dragon. The dragon disappeared after this feat. And then Jerry Lee Lewis said, "Imagine dragons." Okay, I know about your question, and the answer to your question lies in the next room after you pass that door. I went to that door. It was a huge, tall, wooden singing door. The door sang to me in Spanish in the voice of Latin rock star Santana. "Oye, ¿cómo va?" I answered, remembering a couple of Santana songs. "Bueno, ¿cómo estás?" The giant door didn't move, and sang to me again the same sentence. "Oye, ¿cómo va?" I made an effort in my memory, trying to remember the Santana song. And then I remember and I sang, "Que rico, bueno, ¿cómo estás?" This time the door opened with a huge sound and said, "You can now pass." And the answer to your question lies in the next room. So I went to the next room. There was a lady seated by a table, and the table was full of chocolate hearts. I approached her, and before I could ask her the question I wanted to ask, she said to me, "I am Janis Joplin, and I would like to offer you these chocolate pieces of my heart." And she started singing, "Take it! Take a little piece of my heart now, baby!" I, being the logical person that I am, was convinced that I had the most appropriate answer to that question, and replied, "No, I'm not hungry, and besides, chocolate is not good for my diet." She was not impressed with that answer, and then she started to sing in even higher notes. "Take it! Take a little piece of my heart!" And I was wondering to myself again, what could be wrong with these rock stars, as they would always sing in very high notes when they are contrariated. The song that she was singing was so loud that I had to go back to the place that I was before. And then, in that room, everything was green. And there was Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. And he said, "I know the answer to the question you had. The answer to the question, why do so many rock stars die at the age of 27 years old is, it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. We hope they had the time of their lives." After that, I heard the voice of Leonard Cohen, and then the Canadian poet said, "Hallelujah, hallelujah, you found your answer. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And I woke up. When I woke up, the festival had already finished. All the main shows were already done. I had started this to search for an answer to a question and I found the answer. But now I had another question. Why do rock stars sing in high notes? This was a new question for me to answer in a next journey as a serious private investigator. Have a good night.